Today is a day of honor and respect. It is to remind us of what was done for us. One time a year, we honor our veterans. One time a year, we take the time. One time a year. Why do we only do this one time a year? We should try to do this every day, to make a little effort to honor the memory of our veterans. In my living room, there is a brown wooden box, dark brown with almost black wood knots all along it. There's an unlatched lock on the box, but it never gets opened. On top of the box is a blanket and some bags. The contents and design of the blanket or bags is unimportant at best. Inside the box, there are a trove of things. I've only seen inside it to my memory once, not because of some ancient rule that commands no one touches the sacred chests and mysteries, not because the contents are unimportant, simply because I do not take the time. I remember when my mother moved the box from beside her bed to the living room. She was very gentle, even if the item in question was extremely heavy. Once it was in its place, she told me, "Addie, don't sit on that." Normal words for me to hear, but they seem more sincere this time. From what was in the trunk, I can only clearly remember the uniform. The dark green uniform with the patch on it. It was folded neatly and was on top of everything. I remember my mom showed me pictures that were in the box, sitting right within the lid. Looking back, I wish I had taken a little more care of moving it, paid a little more attention when inspecting the items inside, paid a little more attention to the box's upkeep. Bringing honor to this simple yet elegant box could bring honor upon the memory of when my mother donned the dark green uniform. If once a day I simply straightened out the blanket atop it, the blanket that beautifully matches the box, knowing my mother. If I took the task upon myself of keeping it clear, maybe I could show my respect to her for what she has done for me and as a citizen. Although I didn't hear many stories growing up about any of my family members' time in the military, I remember some pictures. One in particular was of Eric. He had been almost a second father figure alongside his wife Joy, although her role was more maternal in nature. It was him in Navy uniform, all white and blue. Joy was telling me about how much she had missed him in those times. Thinking about those allowed my brain to wander with stories of my dad moving from job to job. He followed my mother through the States to stay alongside her. My grandma Diane, who raised my mother, ingrained in me a deep respect for the flag. She made it so that I was aware of what the great flag means and the sacrifices people gave for it. These things, of course, are not small. The loneliness you feel without your spouse, moving 400 times, and raising children in a specific manner to respect the people who fought for them to be alive. In the shadow of these things, can we not do something for our veterans? Even around the school, I see the nonchalant disrespect cast on the certain symbols of our veterans' fight. Small everyday things, not just once a year. We should honor those who fought, those who loved, those who would give us their very lives, because they have done so much for us. The last thing on my mind, which I'm compelled to share, is John 15:3. Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friend. Remember this verse next time you look at the veterans around you. Remember what they've done, and remember what they stand for. Find the little, everyday things to respect your veterans, not just one time a year, but every day. Thank you.